What's up guys, my name is Hone, aka Artec, and I am the support for Mammoth, and here I'm about to give you guys some tips and tricks on Pyke. So for beginners, the most common combo for Pyke would be just Q and E forward. However, sometimes you can do both, where if I just reset this, what you can do is say their AD carry or their support is also secure. You can E them and W forward and hit both. So this will always be hit by the E, depending on where you go. So the benefit of doing that is basically to isolate the AD carry or the support player, right? So your AD carry can hit it freely without the other either AD carry or support being able to interact in that short trade. And basically you can either secure a kill from that or do a really good burst, and you can finish them off at a later point. So at an intermediate level, right, instead of like using your ultimate to say execute someone who's gone low, but like say they weren't necessarily like a vital person to kill, like he wasn't that important, and say their AD carry was super fed and that's the person that you need to kill, instead of using your ult to execute, what you can do is you can be the primary engager. You can E forward, ulti on their backline and stun their entire team as well as the AD carry. Even if you don't stun their entire team or people in front of them, you'll still be able to hit the AD carry because your E will follow you as you go through. And then it's pretty hard for them to flash or like expect that because it's not a common combo that most Pykes would do. So the AD carry ends up being pretty surprised by this combo, and generally you should be able to get the kill off on them. So as an advanced level for Pyke, once you've kind of learned that you can E ult through and your E follows you and you kind of understand that, what you can then do is say your team's got one person low, they're in execute range, you can E forward, execute this person, and then your E, while flashing, will then come to your direction that you flashed it to, and it can stun the other two. So this dude would be perished and the other two will be stunned, so your team can hopefully follow up and kill the rest of them. And this is only really useful towards like the later stages of the game, or even in lane, either early or late, because obviously you're investing so much into killing them and you're basically sacking your own life for it, because if you're back here, you know, you're pretty much becoming the target. So from this, you're kind of banking on the fact that your team's going to kill the other two as a result of you doing this combo. But I'll show it one more time. So say one person's obviously in execute range, E forward, ult, flash, and W, and your E will. So this guy will perish and these two will be stunned. And then basically you're a target dummy for the rest of that fight, and hopefully your team can pull through. Obviously you can, yeah. Like a bonus step, right, is like some people really struggle to hit Pyke's ulti and they kind of hesitate, right? So when they're in execute range, they kind of, you know, they send it into they really do miss it. So like what I do to like hit my Pyke ultis, right, is you've just got to either think about what the champ does. So you've got to understand like what he's got. Generally, if they have flash, you know, you can either use it to force his flash because they'll see the mark underneath them and flash away. You can either do it to force an ability, right? So say Kindred has ulti. Well, not really if Kindred has ulti, right? So say like you kind of want to wait for them to kind of use their stuff so you can execute everything. Because obviously if they have Kindred ult, right, and you ult underneath them and they Kindred ulti it, you're not going to be able to kill them. So you can either sit like around the back, wait for your team to do more damage, and then you can just come through and clean them all up. And for hitting them specifically, you've just got to point and click right on top of their head. Like there's not too much of predicting because it's really quick and really sudden. You just got to quickly just drop them and not really worry about like predicting where they're going to go. As a bonus tip, right, say you're being chased by the jungler or something like that in bot lane, you're being shoved out of lane, and you don't have your E's on cooldown, what you can do is you can actually use your ulti to escape. So you can E them over the wall and then ulti over and get out that way. That just means that it's only really useful though if you have your ulti, but you can do pretty cool combos with that. You know, say you're in Mordekaiser ulti and you've been stuck on a wall, you can hook him over the wall and then you can either E back forward and then say he flashes over and I'll back us off on that. So yeah, that's my couple tips and tricks on Pyke. I hope that you guys have learned something and you can test them out in your own solo queue games. Pyke is a pretty complicated champion. Obviously, the more you play him, the more types of combos you can learn and the different things like that. So keep up with him. He's a really fun champion to play. And hopefully my tips can help you win some more games. Cheers.
Remember to subscribe.
Check out some of our other videos here.
Do like and comment down below. Hello there.
Love him.